Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, you can be if you give us a call at 434-394-0924. That's the number to call for the Call Flow Radio Show. It is open mic today. This is Chris Wood bidding you a good morning. It is your Wednesday, this 19th day of March. Hard to believe March is halfway over, a little over halfway over. Joining me is my cohort, Noah Massage. Good morning, Noah.
Good morning, Chris. Thank you for calling me your cohort. It's good. It's a good one. I like that.
It's a good word.
It is. I love that.
Yeah. Anyway, how has your week been so far?
It's been okay, Chris. I'm more interested about how your week was. I have really nothing new to report, other than what I've already mentioned with John about going to Total Wine. Literally, that was like pretty much my weekend.
Well, my weekend was purgatory.
Oh, no. Well,
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. Okay, I start off Friday. Friday's good. Friday here at the station was wonderful. I go home. I give Iggy her, her daily
rubs, her daily rub downs.
I put a little bit of some wash in the washing machine, and I head back into town to do my shopping, grocery shopping, going to the bank, blah, 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 blah.
Exactly, yeah.
So, so I had a notice, a fraud notice from my bank before I left, but I didn't have time to really respond to it.
Sure.
So all I said was no, that I did not make this purchase, blah, blah, blah. So I get to the bank, I do my banking and everything, get to another place, another store, and try to use my card, and my card doesn't work.
They deactivated it.
They deactivated it, which is nice, which is great.
Yeah.
But I didn't figure they'd do it that fast. But anyway, so I had to use another card to make that purchase, and then I had to go back to the bank and pick up my temporary card, which you can't just insert. You have to swipe it. So I went to get gas and couldn't swipe it.
Yeah, because you have to. Oh boy.
And you can't tap it.
Yeah.
So I had to use my other my other debit card for that. So then I was pushing late anyway. It was just late. So I get home and I go down to put my wash in the dryer.
Sure, yeah.
And the wash machine had an error on it.
Chris, I'm so sorry.
So I got this bedspread in the washing machine, and it's soaking wet.
Yeah.
And it's one of these. It's one of these high digital type things.
Sure,
it's new.
It's like a screen. There's a screen on it. And
it says So anyway, so I look it up, and it's the low water pressure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So all right. So I knew I was having low water pressure anyway, because my kitchen sink is like the water coming through is just
barely coming out. Yeah.
So anyway, I fiddled with the washing machine and then try to run it through another cycle or so, just to make sure it could reset itself. I unplugged it. I did all this kind of stuff. And so I even looked up online how to just do the rinse cycle.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. You have to go through such rigmarole to even get to that part. So finally, I just said I left it. I just left it there.
With your sheets still in the washer?
With the bedspread still in the washing machine, in the water. I didn't know what else to do.
Just gave up.
Yeah.
What can you do in that situation?
What can you do? Okay, so I...
this already sounds like a bad day.
The next morning, the machine had drained. That was great.
Good.
So I on Monday, I called to get a plumber out, and so he's coming today.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I took a 5-gallon galvanized bucket that I had, hauled the wet bedspread out, and hung it on this was Sunday, it on the railing because it was nice and windy and warm and everything, and got it dry enough to put in the dryer.
Okay. Wow, Chris.
So then I'm baking pies on Sunday for company to come, and I get ready to put them in the oven, and Iggy gets a hold of one of them. She's got batter all over the top of my stove, all on my floor, on the carpet in the kitchen, all through. She drizzles it all the way into the carpet on the dining room, but she dumps the pie because I'm so mad.
Yeah.
I'm so yelling at her that I'm just going to kill her. She goes on in and jumps on the bed, and I close the bedroom door.
Sure.
So 45 minutes later, I got that all cleaned up. Yeah. So I got 3 pies, or 2 pies instead of 3.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's-
and you gave me one, Chris.
yes,
You didn't have to
yes,
do
I got-
that.
Yeah, I know.
But
but I
thank
did.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, we got a caller here. Good morning. You're on the air.
Well, good morning, folks.
Good morning, Henry. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
All right. It's over the hump day.
Oh, okay. Today's Wednesday, isn't
That's
it? Yeah.
right.
As
That's
the
right.
cross-eyed man said, on Wednesday he can see both weekends.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah,
about
you
Yeah,
that.
can.
you're right. I guess
you
you can
can.
if you-
Yeah, just see Friday and okay, I got you.
Yeah. There was one guy. One guy felt so low, he had to climb a ladder to scratch his behind.
Mm.
Oh.
What
Oh,
a-
that's really corny, Henry.
Oh,
That's uplifting. I
oh
guess.
boy. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
The guy was advertising that they had new cars starting at $18,000, and the customer says, if it costs $18,000 just to start, what does it cost to get one that actually runs?
I love that. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was good.
I heard about a radio DJ. He was so sleepy, he could barely keep his mouth open.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, well, you know, the mouth always has a roof and a basement.
A roof and a basement. I don't
Yeah.
get the basement part.
Yeah. The mouth has a roof,
Uh-huh.
and it has a basement that's way down.
Oh, that's way
No.
down. Okay. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody said, it was a lady, I think, that said this, the pen is mightier than the sword, especially when it's a rolling pin.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I had a
Yeah.
picture of a woman chasing her husband around, I guess, with a rolling pin.
Yeah. And these may not be too funny, but the things that we come up with. The terrapin. The terrapin told his friend, it's starting to rain, so I'm going inside.
Okay.
You know, have you seen a terrapin?
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah.
know. Oh, a terrapin. Okay. The turtle.
Yeah, terrapin. So he
Okay.
went back
Went
inside.
back inside like that.
Okay. Well, you know, a few years ago, a 5th grade student from Fuqua School interviewed me at her granny's home.
Mm-hmm.
The little interview took place in the yard. And then the little girl asked me to go inside and meet her family, so I did. She left her paper on an outside table where we'd been sitting. But as we got inside, the wind blew the paper and it fell on the ground, and she ran out to get it. And while she was outside, I asked her mom, Joyce, and I said, she has a problem, doesn't she? Her mom said, yes, and we've had her in Duke and the UVA hospitals, and they couldn't solve a problem. And she's in constant pain, and all they could do is give her pain pills. But said she's still in pain, even with all of that. So the little girl came back inside, and I felt compassion well up in my chest. And I put my left hand on her right shoulder and said, God bless you, and I left. 3 or 4 months later, I saw her mom, and she told me her daughter was healed the moment my hand touched her little shoulder. So I said, thank you, Jesus. I follow up on that. 25 years later, I saw her and her 2 children at a Heart of Virginia festival, and she was still healthy and happy.
Well, that's wonderful.
Isn't that something what the Lord will do?
Yes, it is.
It really is. All right. If anybody would like to have prayer or share a story, my number is 414-0096.
All
Okay?
right. Yes, sir. Yes.
And I hope to have a little witness tomorrow.
Okay. All right, Henry.
Thank you.
That'll be
all.
great. You have a great
God bless.
day.
Thank
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. All right.
The one and only Henry
The
Fulcher.
one and only. He's quite unique.
Chris, that sounds like one heck of a weekend.
Oh.
Are you going to get a new washer, or is this the new
No, this
washer?
was the new washer.
And it's still because of the water
Yeah,
pressure.
but I'm thinking now that it was the water pressure that was giving me the old
Heck
washer
with the
was
old one,
giving me.
yeah.
But it was time for it to go
Yeah,
anyway. But
yeah.
anyway,
Wow,
yeah. So that
we-
was my weekend.
Wow, that's busy. It's
Yeah,
busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I told you my mirror broke.
How did the antique mirror break again? It just fell?
It was the legs on it were
Sure.
it being an antique and everything and old. They were kind of
Wobbly.
unstable anyway, and we tried to stable them as much as we could. But I moved it. I was vacuuming, and I moved it just one little teeny tiny little inch. Not enough to do anything. I couldn't get the vacuum, the vacuum cleaner in where I wanted it to go, and in my peripheral vision, down it went. And if a cracked mirror or if a broken mirror brings bad luck, I'm going to have bad luck for the rest of my life. Anyway,
Oh, boy.
it was just one of those things. But I ordered a new one.
Good,
And
good.
it came yesterday.
Was it antique though, or just
No,
standard generic?
No, it's just a standard generic hanging,
Sure.
floor mirror.
Yeah.
But it looks nice. It looks,
Yeah,
it looks
that's nice.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it looks like we have another phone call coming in.
caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. I'm so sorry that you've had such a horrible weekend, but you know what? I bet next weekend will be the best weekend.
I
ever
certainly
had.
hope so. But you know what? This too shall pass, and you just have to move on.
You're very optimistic for the weekend you've had, Chris. I
Well,
would be
yeah.
down in the gutter. I'd be like,
Well, you learn. You learn
Yeah.
not to take things like that so seriously.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit of a bombardment of
Yeah.
stuff. But
John
anyway.
kept playing that sound effect the other day. Do you feel lucky? Do you feel
from the Dirty
you
Harry
feel
movie.
Yeah, on St. Patty's Day, I guess
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess your answer then would have been no.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
really
that
good.
was funny. It was great. But I played bridge on Monday, and I won second, high, and the Deuce Prize.
All right.
So,
wow.
see, that was good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and I played mahjong yesterday, and I did mahjong once. So it's getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting better. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So how are you?
Well, hopefully, if it's a bad day again, you're gonna accidentally play Wayne Newton or REO Speedwagon at 9:00.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
think so. No.
it's not likely.
No Don Shane. And no REO Speedwagon, period. Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't like anything by then?
I like what they do on their songs. I like the songs and everything, but it's just toward the end when they, they're doing this nice ballad and blah, and all this kind of stuff, and that's nice. But when you come in with the screaming guitars, it just doesn't. It just rubs me wrong.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, but I'm pretty good. But did you make your pie for the Cumberland superintendent yet?
Not yet. He hasn't told me when he's coming in yet, but I will. And I'll make sure Idgie doesn't get a hold of it. I'll lock her in the bedroom.
I feel like Itchy just wants to be.
She got herself some pie.
Well, she didn't get the whole pie.
Yeah.
Most of the pie was on the top of my cooktop stove and on the floor. And you know how sticky that gets?
Yeah.
And I tried to clean it up as best I could, but she was out there just licking and licking and licking and licking on the rug trying to get the rest of that batter up. But no, I cleaned it all up. It's all good. All good.
You know, I had a similar thing happen last night, Chris. I was making a cheese plate, when you cut up little pieces of cheese and little prosciutto and all the fixing, little cracker, little tiny pieces of bread cut into squares that, Anyway, I was doing that, and I'm, putting all this stuff on a plate, and I'm like, Katie's going to love this. And next thing I know, I just hear, a rhythmic, and I look behind me, and my cat Jeff,
yeah.
licking the prosciutto. I kicked him off that table so fast. I said, enough with that.
Enough with that.
I had to throw out the
I
piece of
know,
prosciutto.
I know. I know that made you.
That's one of my favorite meats ever. It's so delicious.
Yeah. It's not real good for you though.
No, it's high in salt.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like my feet tingle every time I have it. Start to go numb, all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good.
John
Anyway.
loves to ask about Jeff.
He does.
Oh,
He does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jeff is another one who's unique.
Troublemaker.
Yeah. Well, Itchy's an opportunist. That's
Yeah.
what Itchy is. So.
Maybe she was trying to help out in the kitchen. Maybe she was trying to put a pie in the oven for you.
Yeah, right.
She dropped it and then was like, "Well, this is no good to Chris anymore."
Well, I hadn't put the pecans in on
Yeah.
the pies yet,
Yeah.
so that was one thing. Pecans are expensive.
Mm.
But anyway, so how have you been, caller? You been
I've been
okay?
fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You're out in Hanover?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How are things over there? Has spring sprung yet? My forsythia is out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to.
Yeah. And I have daffodils or crocus coming up everywhere. Places that you wouldn't. As a matter of fact, I was going to take a picture of this. I've got my a big brush, like it's one of those wide brush things.
Sure. Yeah.
And coming up, and it's red, and coming up through the bristles were some daffodils.
Oh, my
crocuses.
goodness,
It's
wow.
really a cool picture. I think
Yeah.
I'll take a picture of that and show it to you. But anyway, it's kind of weird.
Problem here,
Pardon?
when the
Pardon me?
flowers start blooming, when the flowers start blooming here, it starts getting cold,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't bloom as much.
Right. Yeah. Well. Anyway, so did you have any more to say? Any more questions? Any more comments?
Oh, well, a couple weeks ago you were talking about that you read Ron Moody's book.
I've won what?
Read Ron Moody's book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forever the Constellations.
Yes. I've read the beginning of it, but I have not finished it yet. So
Uh-huh.
thank you for not giving away the end.
No, I didn't give away the end.
No.
Absolutely. Nope. But are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he'll have a book signing here.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be nice if we had one for him.
He signed mine. I went to his final concert before he retired from performing, and I got my copy from that, and he signed it.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's a nice guy.
he is very.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the story.
John does a good impersonation of him.
He does. John does a really good Ron Moody.
Ron Moody, yep. I don't know.
Do you have an impression of Ron Moody?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a good impressionist
Okay.
of anybody, really.
You can do a really good
I don't
Chris
know.
Wood.
I could do a really good Chris Wood, yes.
Noah, can you do a Chris Wood impression?
I'm Chris Wood. No, I can't do a Chris Wood. I can't. It's impossible.
Oh, shit.
I can't do it. You can't replicate your voice, Chris. Like your voice particularly. It's just so. I don't know. It's so you. Your voice is like so you. I find it hard to impersonate it. You know.
Okay.
And also, I'm not a woman, so that also makes it harder to get up to those levels. You know?
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Anyway, no, we'll leave John to the impersonations,
Exactly.
and I can do a lot of other
no one
things.
does a good John impression.
hey, I'm John Staten. No, I can't do it, John. I try, but I can't. Also, I don't want
That's
to.
the way that he does you.
What's that?
I like you do him the way he does you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, we thank you for calling,
He is.
and you have a wonderful day. It's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day. High around 78 degrees. So, trying to enjoy some of the outdoors before we get into some showers. And thanks for your call.
Okay.
We appreciate you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Our caller from Hanover, who's been listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played Barry White this morning.
I did play Barry White this morning, Chris.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
was-
for you were jamming
I
to
was
it, right?
jamming.
Yeah. I think every morning you need a little Barry White, a little R&B, kind of
Mm-hmm.
set the mood.
To set the mood. Absolutely right. Well, we are just about to the bottom of the hour. So our lines are open at 434-394-0924. We do have some business coming up, plus our recipe
Yes, rest of the much anticipated.
of the week. And it is going to be yummy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview. Sirloin tips and mushrooms.
Oh my goodness.
Yum, yum. Anyway, we've got our weather forecast coming up. It's brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. I invite you to call or come by and see me about your loan needs. Whether it's time to purchase investment property, build your dream house, expand your business, or purchase timberland or farmland, you will find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. Stop by our office at 216 North Main Street or call us at 391-1136. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, our forecast for Southside and Central Virginia goes like this. Mostly sunny today with a high of 78 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 50. For Thursday, we go from a 20% chance to an 80% chance of some showers with a high of 69 degrees. Thursday night, showers, then partly cloudy with a low of 37. Friday, sunny with a high of 60. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low 37. On Saturday, mostly sunny with a high of 67 degrees. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 37. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 63 degrees. Outside, we have our humidity at 71%, barometric pressure holding steady at 30.05 inches. Our winds are light from the south right now, and our current temperature after a low of 38 degrees is now 43 degrees under lots of sunshine. So that's your WFLO forecast, brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brook Neal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. Now we've got our birthday calendar coming up. It's brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
All right. We'll turn the attention over to Noah Massage because he's got the privilege of reading the birthdays for today, perhaps anniversaries as well. Noah?
Yes, Chris, thank you. All right, so starting off the list for today, looks like this. We have for the 19th, Wesley Care is celebrating a birthday. Also, C. Hunter Short, also having a birthday today. Sean Osborne is also celebrating today. And on our other list, I believe that is going to be all. I see one from yesterday, and I don't know if we mentioned this or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it. It's Martha Chappell and Brenda Swan are celebrating in Dillwyn. So
I know
that was
Martha.
yesterday.
I know Martha,
Exactly.
sweet lady. Yeah,
I'm not sure if we mentioned those yesterday, but we may have.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was.
John was reading and I wasn't paying attention. I think he may have. He probably did.
Okay.
Now I think about it, but
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Those
All
are the lists. That's the birthdays
How
for
do they
today.
get them to us?
Call in at 434-394-0924. You can email those lists to birthdays@wflo.net or on our website. You can fill out a birthday list on the on-air mentions page. So just go ahead and do that, and we'll get those birthdays. It looks like we have a call coming in now, so
Okay.
maybe some
well,
more birthdays.
For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson PC on Main Street in Farmville. And we'll take this caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. I'd like to put 2 names on the calendar for today.
Okay. What are they?
Geneva Booker of Cumberland.
Geneva Booker
Yes.
of Cumberland. All right.
Diane Brown. Yes. Diane Brown of Cumberland.
Diane Brown of Cumberland.
Yes, today.
Okay. All right. We've got those.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right.
Geneva Booker and Diana Brown celebrating
From
as well today.
Cumberland. All right. Very good. Okay. We've got our recipes.
Yes.
A recipe coming up here for the week: sirloin tips and mushrooms. Now, it's a recipe that features beef sirloin cubes browned with garlic, then simmered in tomato sauce and red wine until tender. And it's great over buttered noodles. All right, here we go. Your ingredients are: you need 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1.5 pounds of beef sirloin steak cut into cubes, 1 16-ounce can of canned mushrooms with the liquid, and 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, 3/4 of a cup of red wine or more to taste, salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Directions: step 1, you gather all of your ingredients together. You heat oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Add the beef and sear until brown on all sides, about 5 to 7 minutes. Then you stir in the garlic and cook until fragrant, about 1 minute. Then you add undrained mushrooms, tomato sauce, and red wine and salt and pepper. Simmer until the beef is tender. It's about 30 minutes. Adding a little more wine if desired. An instant read on the thermometer inserted into the beef should read 140 degrees. And voila, you got it. Serve it over noodles or rice or whatever. And add a salad,
Yeah.
some cheese toast or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
And you got a meal.
Very filling, I'm sure, too.
Just sounds delicious.
It does sound nice.
So there you have it, our recipe for the week. And I'm sure that Noah will have that put on our website
Yes.
ASAP. Okay, so that's it. 8:36 is our time. Our number to call, 434-394-0924. Chris Wood and Noah Massage here taking your calls and conversing as well.
I did want to throw out a question, Chris,
Yes.
if that's okay.
Sure.
And this could be a question for the audience. If I don't really have a great answer, well, kind of. And the question is: have you ever pretended to like a gift that somebody gave you, in order to not hurt their feelings?
Of course.
Well, can we? Do you want to delve into?
No, I
that?
don't
Okay.
want to. I
Oh,
do not want to
man,
delve
Chris,
into that.
Okay, all right. Was it something I gave you? No.
No.
Okay.
You haven't
I don't-
given me anything.
That's like, okay. Well, there you go. I've given you my presents.
That's
and that's
right.
it.
That's right.
All right. Well, yeah. The only thing I can think of is I don't know if this was a joke, but it's kind of funny. When I was growing up, I celebrated a birthday. Right. It was like turning 9. Or maybe 10, around that age for sure, right? And we didn't really do birthday gifts in my family like we did for the other siblings, but since my birthday is very close to Christmas, it kind of all got combined into this is your birthday gift and Christmas gift. So
I'm very well aware of that.
Exactly, and so it's a bummer. But anyway, so I wasn't expecting to get a gift, and I for my 9th or 10th birthday, I did. My dad was like, "Yeah, I got you something," and I was like, "What is this?" It's my birthday. I'm getting something. And Chris, he pulls out like a Walmart bag, and I'm like, "What could be inside of it?" Right? I open it up. It's ping pong balls, but we don't have a ping pong table. So I just have the balls. I don't even have a paddle. And I mean, I get you can do things with ping pong balls. I'm not denying that you can't bounce them around or anything, but I felt like that was like leading me on almost. I was like, we got a ping pong table?
Right,
And he was
yeah.
like, no, I got you the balls. Like, go play with the ping pong balls.
Was that your dad that did that?
Yeah, that's I look back now and I find that hilarious
Yeah,
that he
it
did
is
that.
hilarious.
It's a
He
great
sounds like a
joke.
character, man.
Yeah. It was quite the gift, but I guess I pretended to like him. I mean, I did like him, but also it was kind of disappointing because I
Well,
was
you
like,
can't even play jack rocks with a ping pong ball.
I'm sorry, that's just too funny. That's too funny. What can you do with ping pong balls, Chris?
I don't know. Yeah.
Whole lot of nothing.
Whole
I'll
lot
tell
of
you what.
nothing. Yeah, that's a
No,
whole
so
lot of
anyways, that's my little spiel.
And your little spiel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if anybody has a experience like that, I would love to hear those stories.
Oh yeah,
That'd be cool.
That's
Call in
always funny.
434-394-0924. It's the number to call up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, our time is 8:39. Let's check out some celebrity birthdays. Mm-hmm. And let's see here. Glenn Close.
Oh,
She turns 78 today.
interesting.
Yeah. So we all know who Glenn Close is. You know, she was. What was she in that movie with Sharon Tate?
Oh,
What was that movie?
I can
I can't
check.
remember right now. It's a famous movie, but it went out of my head. Let's see. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, folks.
Hey, Betty.
I've got a suggestion for Noah.
Okay.
Maybe he could take his ping pong balls and paint them and use them for Easter eggs.
Thanks, Betty.
Yes,
do that.
the hen that laid the round eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have an Easter egg hunt.
Or what you could do is paint them gold or silver or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and glue a piece of string or something to them and hang them on a Christmas tree.
That
There
is
you
a good
go.
idea.
Yeah, make ornaments out of them.
Yeah, got plenty of time to do it.
Yeah. I don't think you got the ping pong balls
Not
now, do
anymore.
you?
No, they're long gone. That was many years ago, Chris. That was many, many years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I guess there was things I could have done, but it was just such
a shock.
a shock to only receive the balls but not the table. I don't know. I mean, that's like me giving you golf balls and you're like, "Where's the clubs at?" And I'm like, "I didn't
Right.
give you clubs. I just got you the balls." Like it's totally moot and pointless. It's
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, thank you. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, Betty.
Well, maybe better than nothing at all.
Exactly.
All right. Have you ever gotten a gift that you didn't know what to do with?
Or you pretended you had to pretend that you liked
Yeah, that you liked it.
and enjoyed it.
Oh, often.
Oh
I'm
my
so
god.
picky. I'm so picky.
Oh man.
But anyway, Chris, what is the name of Ron Moody's book?
Forever the
title.
Constellations.
Say again.
Forever the Constellations. The Constellations is the band.
Oh, I did not know that.
And on his book, yeah, the Constellations. Forever the Constellations.
Where did you get it?
He sent it here to the radio station.
Okay.
But I'm sure that you can probably go on his site. I gave the book back to Donna and John Van Cleve, so I don't have the information here with me. But you could probably go on his site
Okay.
and or just look up Ron Moody and check it out. It's a really good book.
All righty.
Okay. Yeah.
Another thought, I was looking at the new website,
Mm-hmm.
and for that, I don't remember doing a lot of reading on the old website, but was the history of WFLO just transferred to the new site with no alterations, or was that reworked?
I
Or do
believe.
you know?
I think I think it may have been. I don't want to say cut down, but what is it? Abridged a bit, just a little bit. But we still have both copies of the old website in the full history, and then the slightly
Uh-huh.
abridged.
You said you hit it on the head, the old one with the full history, because I was reading it and I was a bit surprised that the history.
Hello? Uh-oh.
Hello, Betty.
I think we lost her. Maybe she'll call back. Betty? Nope.
Hello.
Oh, all right. Let me cut this off, and then maybe she'll come back. Hey, Betty, if you're listening, we lost you. Give us a call back.
Oh,
Here
there we
she
go.
is. All right. Okay, you're back on the air.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. Weird.
I don't know where I lost you.
You were reading the old history, and you came across something.
Yeah, in the new website, I was just really surprised that there was not more mention of the old timers. The only two people that were mentioned were Elliot Irving and Bluegrass Billy, and people like Al Smith and Jean and Francis and Rojan and all. None of those people were mentioned at all. Now, there was a picture there of Francis and someone in one of the studios, but no mention of him or you. Now, yes, there are. It gives the rundown and the pictures of the current staff, but I just felt like that.
Yeah,
That
that may have been something I missed, Betty. We may have accidentally, I may have accidentally skipped over that, but I thought the abridged did keep all of the the old timers in there. It would just cut down a little bit on the lengthiness, but with the full history still intact. But I apologize, and I'll go back and take a look at that and make sure we get that on there.
There were so many
Of course,
important
yeah.
people there. You know, and they did mention Anne McGay, not Lucille Vanna, and I just was surprised that it was done that way, and so I was not a fan of the new site, if that's the way it had to be.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not detrimental to Elliot and Bluegrass Billy at all. I just felt like there were others that were there for so long that should have been mentioned, and that was basically it.
Okay, well, I'll make sure to go back and put the original back in. I thought again those names were left intact. I did by no means ever mean to cut those out, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. All righty. Thank you so much.
All
and
right.
I will check on this book of Ron's.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right.
That was Bad Mama Jamma.
That was Bad Mama Jamma.
Bad Mama Jamma.
We'll take another caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Oh, good morning, people.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, when I'm on this side of the dirt, I seem to be fine.
Oh, yeah, and it's going to be a gorgeous day, too, so.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Yes, so, I have here's a few suggestions for Noah's, balls, ping pong balls, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
I apologize for that. That
Keep
wasn't
it PG.
intentional.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Do you think they got him for that beer game?
The beer bong.
Was it? Yeah.
I was 9 years old, so I was not drinking alcohol or beer.
Oh, this was years ago.
I was
Wasn't
9
it
years
recent?
old. Exactly. No.
Oh, okay.
This was over 10 years
Well.
ago. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are okay. Yes.
Now, beer bong. Is that what you call it? Beer pong?
Yeah.
Beer
Yes,
pong.
yes,
Did I
yes.
say beer bong?
Yes.
That's a totally different game. More glass involved. I apologize.
So, you were talking about gifts, Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Here's an odd one that I got one year. It was actually kind of recently. It was a squatty potty. Do you remember those?
No.
Oh, it's kind of almost like when you're in the bathroom and you're sitting down, it's this stool you put your feet on, and it's kind of curved, so it takes the bowl into consideration.
Oh, seriously.
Yes, no lie,
People think of the darndest things.
Well, I guess then they always have the doctors on there.
And you got that as a gift?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I actually never used it. I was thinking of trying to do something funny with it and just having a video and posting it online of like every week I would do something different with it. Use it as a stool and use it as just some of the most corniest things. And I don't know. There was some kid with this, and I'm like, what does it take to get on air? And he's like, oh, you got to buy this and that and the other, and it was like $1,000. And I'm like, I don't know if it's different now to post things at a much more reasonable rate. But I had at least a dozen things I could easily have done something with.
Right.
But yes, but during the St. Paddy's Day, did you guys ever hear of the Split the G? It's kind of like a drinking game.
No. Have you, Chris?
No.
Well, evidently it involves Guinness. And I guess if you go and you get a Guinness at a bar and they serve it in the Guinness glass, there's a G somewhere close to the top of it. Okay? And the middle of it kind of has, you know how there's the capital G and it has that more horizontal?
Yes.
Well, the trick is to try to take one swig and get as close to the G as you can possibly get to that split. And
In one swig?
I don't know what you win. Yes, ma'am,
Like one swallow or one...
Yeah, no, it just goes up to your lips and just however many you want to take to get it, and then you put it down and that's your turn. I don't know what you win. Probably just the attaboy.
You win more Guinness. No, I'm kidding. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
All right. Have you ever played that?
No, I just saw it this year. It was, I don't know, one of them, some show or something. They were experimenting with it.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And,
Yeah.
But no.
We'll have to try that one day on Cold Flow. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I guess you could do it with any beer and whatever their logo is on it, and just do it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
That was about it. Yeah, I didn't have anything. I just wanted to say hi.
Well, did you have corned beef and cabbage for dinner on Monday?
No, we had I had a veggie dish, so we had cabbage and potatoes.
Okay.
And then I made Oh, I made pound cake, a sour cream pound cake with some blueberry compote. It's just some whipped cream and
sounds delicious.
I made some bread. I was in a dip mood, so I made some bread, some baguettes. And I made a bunch of dips so we could just be bums.
That's great.
My other half wouldn't be around on Monday, so we decided to do it early. Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of people did they're trying to celebrate it a little bit early. But anyway, I don't like cabbage. And
I once was like
eating beef.
I was in my apartment and somebody was cooking like cabbage soup where they boil it, and I was like, who took a dump somewhere in the building? Like it smelled atrocious. Like oh my goodness gracious, Chris! I literally I stepped out of my apartment looking around, being like, who's cooking this disgusting, smelly soup? And guess who it was? It was that neighbor who ended up getting evicted. That crazy lady who hated me.
She was cooking her personality, right? She was,
right below me and Katie and Jeff, for that matter.
You think she was doing it on purpose?
I think so. But the thing is, she had to be in there for it. So I mean, she was getting the brunt of it. It smelled like heck.
Yeah. Well,
it's terrible.
I know. Gaggy. Gaggy stuff.
Yeah.
She must have been doing a horrible job. I never paralleled those scents.
Yeah.
The smells.
I don't know what she was doing, but God, I mean, God help her. And that, it really was bad. It was
wherever she is now.
Yeah.
God help whoever is in contact with her.
That's funny.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Yeah, I'm not a cabbage person. I do like slaw,
Yeah.
But not cooked cabbage. I'm just not into that. I did make a cabbage. I did make a cabbage dish where you roll up the cabbage and you roll up the meat and meat and rice and all that kind of stuff inside of it, and then cook it. And that was pretty good. But I don't make a habit of it. So anyway, but you're vegetarian, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about the corned beef, mentioning the corned beef.
Oh, man, yes. I was offended for a short period of time.
Okay. All right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to let you guys go. Let somebody else call.
Well, you have a great remainder of your day. Try to get outside and enjoy this pretty weather.
Heavens, yes. Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Take care. All right.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right. That was first-time caller.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Birthdays,
phone number to call in. I think somebody's trying to call in on that phone.
Other line, maybe.
Other line.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, the lines are open at 434-394-0924. Chris Wood and Noah Massage here taking your calls for this Wednesday, March the 19th. We mentioned Glenn Close having a birthday today.
Yes. Oh, was it Fatal Attraction?
Fatal Attraction, that's it.
Gotcha.
I just went right out of my head. We've got another caller.
We do. Goodness gracious.
Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
I never call twice in one day, but I had to chime in on what first-time caller said. That Squatty Potty was introduced on Shark Tank, and it was a big hit. And the investors bought in on it, and later, in the months on in or a year or so later, they did a clip on how it had taken off and was a real big seller.
Now, exactly what did it do?
Well, it was, I think the idea originated in another country or something, but it was supposed to be designed so it would fit your body better so that you could eliminate waste easier and with your feet elevated.
Oh, okay. I got you. In other words, your position would be more comfortable.
Yeah,
basically.
And for full evacuation of waste, with your feet, your legs raised some.
Yeah.
I have never seen it in a store or anything, but I was really surprised when he said that he had received one.
You never know on Call Flow. You never know.
No, you don't. But it was a real hit, and I can't remember. It might have been Lori or Barbara. It seemed like maybe one of the girls on that show invested in it, but they did do the clip later about how successful it had been and what a big seller. But I've never seen it in a store anywhere.
Yeah. Well, that was the
But
first time
I just had to chime in.
Okay,
I was so shocked when he said that because I've never heard anybody around here mention it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Betty.
I've been full of it today. So
it's great. We love hearing from you.
thank you,
All
dear.
right, take care.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Now we know.
Squatty potty.
Squatty potty. Well, I have a stool right there in the bathroom, and I can, put my legs up
Yeah. If you had to.
if I have to.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got, let's see, just about a minute to go on the show for today.
Yeah.
All right. What do you have to say, Noah, about anything?
Well, I think we covered a lot. We covered the squatty potty. We covered beer pong. We covered beer bong, which is a totally different game. We covered your weekend, which was
the
hectic.
Split G.
The Split G, the Guinness game, drinking game. We covered Fatal Attraction, the classic movie.
Yes, we did.
And with Glenn Close, we you know what we didn't cover? I wanted to know, have you seen any new Cheerios? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
No, I keep
Cheerio
looking.
sighting.
No,
I
feeling
yeah,
up
that's gone.
underneath the the board, but I haven't found a stray Cheerio
Stray yet. Yeah.
But you and Noah, you and John enjoy your pecan pie.
You know what, we will, and thank you for doing that.
You're
That's
welcome.
very nice.
You're welcome.
Very nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I know Katie and I will enjoy that greatly tonight.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, we've got to get on out of here, and we appreciate all of your calls today. It was fun, and let's hope we can do it again tomorrow.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.